When most people picture retirement, the dream looks pretty simple. Sleeping in, traveling the world, sipping cocktails on a beach, and living without a care. And that's what I thought too, until I started walking with retirees through that transition. What I've learned is this: retirement isn't just a date on the calendar. It's a massive life shift, and it's filled with surprises, some good, some challenging. Hey everyone, I'm David Cavaniss, Certified Financial Planner. In this video, I want to share the 5 biggest things retirees wish they knew before they made the leap. And these are the lessons I've learned through client stories and real experiences, so you can prepare for the reality, not just the fantasy. Lesson 1, retirement is not all about money. Now, money matters, of course, but the surprising truth, retirement happiness has more to do with social connections, purpose, and daily structure than it does with dollars in the bank. When the regular work interactions stop, many retirees feel a sudden loss. One client told me that going from managing a team every day to working in his garden felt like slamming on the brakes. Some people thrive, picking up new hobbies, joining community groups, or traveling, and others struggle with the quiet. The takeaway: you need to plan not just for your money, but for your time and your relationships. Lesson 2, your financial situation will change. We love to plan for smooth sailing, but reality often looks different. Markets fluctuate, pandemics happen, health can shift overnight. Mike Tyson once said, "Everyone has a plan until they get punched in the face." Retirement is no different. That's why flexibility is so important. I've seen people who swore they'd never work again take on part-time consulting gigs, sometimes for income, but often for structure and purpose. Having an emergency fund and building flexibility into your plan is just as important as building wealth in the first place. Lesson 3, retirement is a process, not a date. Because too many people think of retirement as one big finish line. Cross it and you're done. But in reality, it's a process with stages. The honeymoon stage often comes first. Travel, excitement, freedom. Then comes disenchantment. When that novelty wears off, eventually people reorient and find their new rhythm. If you're not intentional, you can get stuck in boredom or even depression. That's why I often recommend to my clients and those I'm working with that easing into retirement is the best way to go. Phased work, part-time roles, or passion projects can make the transition smoother and more rewarding. Lesson 4, retirement is rewarding but also challenging. Yes, retirement offers freedom. You get to decide how to spend your days, but freedom comes with challenges too. Health changes can limit what you're able to do. Social isolation can creep in if you're not proactive. Family dynamics like helping adult children or caring for aging parents can add complexity. The happiest retirees I've seen are the ones who stay connected. They invest in relationships, find ways to contribute and keep learning. Connection and purpose are every bit as important as financial security. And lesson 5, it's not just about you, because retirement isn't a solo journey. It impacts your spouse, your family, and sometimes even your community. I've seen couples where one person was ready to spend freely and travel while the other wanted to play it safe. Without ongoing conversations, these differences can create conflict. Regular financial check-ins with your spouse are critical. Talk about goals, talk about spending habits, and especially talk about lifestyle preferences. Retirement works best when both partners are aligned. And lesson 6, don't wait for retirement to enjoy life. This one might be the most important. Too many people put off the things they want to do until retirement, only to find that health issues, family responsibilities, or unexpected life changes get in the way. Let me give you 2 examples. One couple I've worked with had always dreamed of hiking in Europe, walking the trails, seeing the countryside, but they kept putting it off, saying, "We'll do it when we retire." By the time retirement came, his knees were shot and long hikes weren't possible anymore. They still traveled, but it wasn't the experience they had pictured all those years. Their regret was waiting too long. Now, another couple that I've worked with, they took a different approach. They made a point to take one big trip every other year, even while they were still working. Yes, it meant fewer dollars went into the retirement account, but when retirement finally came, they already had a lifetime of memories and they still had the resources to enjoy the next stage. No regrets, just balance. That's the difference between deferring life and living it with intention. Retirement is important, but it shouldn't be the only chapter in your life where you allow yourself to enjoy the story. So let's recap the 6 lessons. 1, retirement isn't all about money. It's about purpose and connection. 2, your financial situation will change, so stay flexible. 3, retirement is a process, not a date. Plan for the stages of retirement. 4, it's rewarding but also challenging. Be ready for both. 5, it's not just about you, it's about your spouse and your family. And 6, don't wait. Enjoy life now, not just later. Here's the bottom line. Retirement is bigger than finances. It's about building a life you love both today and in the years ahead. If you're planning for retirement, or maybe you're already retired and you want to prepare for the realities as well as the numbers, I'd encourage you, visit my website at 𝐃𝐨𝐴𝑣𝑛𝑖𝑠wealth.com. Schedule time for a strategy session or an initial conversation. Let's build a plan that makes your retirement meaningful, not just financially secure.